Okay, so now we're going to solve a system with elimination, and this is the preferred way to do it if you don't have a variable that's isolated. And what you want to do is you want to look for when you're going to combine these equations by either adding or subtracting, and you want to do it to where it eliminates one of the variables, and you want to do that to whatever has the same coefficient. So right here, if you added these y's or subtracted these y's, you'd still going to have one y left over. So we don't want to try to combine these, but we can combine these. So this is the dead giveaway. Both of these have a 2x. And so if I was to add them together, it'd be 4x. So we don't want to add them. We're going to subtract. You can either subtract the top from the bottom or the bottom from the top. It doesn't matter. But what happens here is you had 2x plus 3y equals 21. And if you subtract this equation, 2x plus 2y equals 16, you end up canceling the x's. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 21 minus 16 is 5. And just like that, we figured out what y is. It's 5. Okay, that's a really quick and easy way to solve a system. Now you just take the 5, you plug it back into one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one. I'll plug it into this bottom one. 2 times x plus 2 times y, which is now 5, is equal to 16. 2 times 5 is 10, so I'm going to subtract this 10 from both sides. And 2x is 6, so x equals 3. So those are the two values I was looking for, y of 5 and x is 3. Alright, now what if you have a system and, again, you can't just add or subtract. They're not going to be able to eliminate each other. Well, now you got to multiply by some value before you add or subtract. And so in this case, I would need to multiply this 1/2 by 8, or I would need to multiply this 3y by 2 so that they get the same coefficients. 8's a bigger number, and it's going to accomplish the same thing that 2 is, so we're going to multiply this by 2, and we can even make a minus here because we're going to be subtracting it eventually. So 2 times 1/2 is -1. And 2 times 3, that's -6. And -2 times 20 is -40. So I multiplied the whole thing by -2 so that I would be able to eliminate these by combining them. And now we can. 4 minus 1x gives us 3x. 6y minus 6y cancel. 70 minus 40 is 30. Divide by 3 and you get your x value of 10. Alright, I'm going to take the 10 and I'm going to plug it into one of these equations. If you don't like fractions and you want to plug it into the larger number, but I can handle this fraction here. It's half of 10. Half of x, half of 10, right? Because x is 10 plus 3y is 20. Half of 10 is 5. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. So 3y is equal to 15. Divide by 3, and I got my y value. 15 divided by 3 is 5.